So for those who's watching, please join us because for tonight, another sessions, free webinar for accounting people's community for those aspiring, goal-oriented, motivated accounting peoples. So as you all know, we have weekly webinar free, and I'm so thankful and grateful that Aaron said yes to me. But just to give you idea where we met, actually on LinkedIn. That's why I told you to tambay sa LinkedIn kasi those people are really kind people, approachable, and like-minded people. So yeah, I think December 28th on my birthday, I saw the start of our conversation, and then he said, "Are you in Singapore?" Because I posted my birthday post last year. So then from there we started chatting and then sharing some ideas. So of course, I've always vocal that one of my best favorite country is Singapore. I have sentimental kwento about Singapore if you remember my journey before. So just to give you idea why I love Singapore,
Okay.
because when I go back from Saudi Arabia, I really wanted to work in Singapore. But for some reason, I get in a agency, I get denied. They didn't accept me as an accounting assistant. Then I forget that dream already. Then 10 years, 13 years have passed. I went there last year for the AFF, Asian Finance Show, but not as an a staff assistant, but an agency owner, startup agency. So, meaning I really love Singapore. This is, I think, the third time I went there, but I'm always love to go there, to come back there. But anyway, that's why Aaron is here. So, maybe Aaron will introduce himself better. So, Aaron, take it away.
No problem. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you for that lovely introduction. And everyone, thank you for joining me. The topic for today is actually boost your income, increase your clients' profit, help them to expand and make them love you more. Okay, my name is Aaron. I'm the head of strategy for Treasuries Group, based in Singapore. You can see if you guys are ever in Singapore, feel free to come by, say hi, you can have a coffee. And today, I hope that I will be able to deliver something valuable to all of you. Accountants, aspiring accountants, and I hope some of you actually have the aspiration to become a CFO, because today my topic will also show you how to do that. Okay, and Magadan Gabi, I hope I said that correctly. And welcome. First of all, I must say thank you very much to Coach Yin Yan. I'm honored that she's allowed me to come along and present to you guys, and I'm humbled that you guys actually took the time. I don't know, I hope you didn't skip dinner, but to come and listen to me talk for an hour, okay? And my commitment is that I promise you this will be very, very fun, okay? So let's get started. First of all, you must understand now my business focus is very much on the Philippines, okay? And let me explain to you why. First of all, the median population age of the Philippines is very young, 24, less than 25 years old age, which means that technically your middle class is expanding. Okay, with expansion of middle class comes high disposable income. Okay, also Filipinos, in my opinion, are very hungry and driven. Unlike Singaporeans, Singaporeans are more lazy. If you ever have a Singapore friend, quite lazy. Unlike Filipinos, and my target market is actually the SMEs of Philippines. The reason is very simple. SMEs are the backbone of the country. Okay, you guys can see the PowerPoint, right? Just to check. Okay, so 63% of the working population in Philippines is employed by SMEs, and the SMEs actually contribute to about 40% of the country's GDP. Okay, so the other reason of why I chose Philippines is because actually I'm not too smart, but I saw Elon Musk go there and like, okay, since he has done the research, so I just followed. Okay, so one of the things that we need to do also is to understand. If you see the header above, it says that success strategies of the MNCs, which is the multinational corporations, right? So my slogan is actually the success strategies of the MNCs Robin Hooded, you know Robin Hood? Robin Hooded and shared to the SMEs, because there is a very fixed path, right, of how an SME can grow to become an MNC. There is no need for us to reinvent the wheel. And all of you guys, I presume, are actually your clients are the SMEs, right? So if they are on the path or they have the aspiration or the dream to become an MNC, there is no need to reinvent the wheel. The success path is there. You just need to know how to follow it. And if someone is going to show it to you, and hopefully I do a good job of showing it to you tonight as well. Okay. Now, have you guys spoken to your clients and they have mentioned this to you before? Any of the 8? Yes. So these are very common problems faced by the SMEs, right? Business profits dropping, insufficient cash flow, unable to retain good employees, or high taxes. Okay, taxes, I shall not go there. Every Philippine business owner I've spoken to has 2 books, the real one and the other one that they submit to the BIR, right? So you guys are good at taxes already, but the other stuff, that's where we can go, okay? So today, my topic is to how to overcome these challenges, but these challenges can only be overcome with your help. Okay, and hopefully today I can show you how to do it such that when you talk to your clients, they actually feel that you are not just an accountant, right? That you provide extra value to them and they treat you as part of the team and they want you in their team as they grow, right? I'm sure every one of us wants to grow with our clients. We don't want our clients to reach a certain point and say, hey, this person not so good, maybe we need to change accountant or need to change, right? So we need to grow with our clients, and to be able to grow with our clients such that our clients don't leave us behind, we need to be ahead of them. We need to be able to guide them where to go, or where they want to go. We need to be able to tell them whether it's correct or not, right? To offer some advice, okay? Now, for accountants, I know normally your roles as such, okay? Financial statement preparation and analysis, budgeting and forecasting, tax planning and compliance, internal controls, audit, risk management, maybe not so much currently. And the last one is financial advisory and decision support. But these are roles that your clients will expect you to fill. But what I'm trying to propose to you today is that you need to go beyond. You need to exceed their expectations. You need to become a better you. And this is the 4 great qualities of an accountant, right? So let me explain it to you one by one. Now, for the first point, right? Normally when entrepreneurs, when they set up to start a business, it's because they have a dream, that they want to achieve, right? But these factors, there's a lot of factors that, affect whether they can achieve this dream or not, whether the business can grow, how it establishes. Now, without financial guidance from you guys, small business owners might put their money into the wrong place, therefore making it difficult to turn their ideas into reality. And this is where a good, qualified, modern accountant should come in, right? In today's world, especially in Philippines, everybody has the entrepreneurial spirit. It's more and more common for people to want to build businesses. Franchises are getting very popular in the Philippines as well, right? And because of this, accountants, I think you guys are more experienced in supporting a wider variety of small businesses. And you guys need to understand that a client engages you not just to help them save tax, but also to help realize their dreams, okay? And you need to support them in telling them, hey, this kind of financial move is not profitable. And that will help you add value to them, right? The second point is a personalized approach, okay? So the stereotypical accountant, at least in Singapore, I don't know about Philippines, is that accountants are very serious. They're all very serious person, right? They don't talk to you, they don't smile. They just look at your books, right? But in reality, I'm sure every one of you, at home, you are very social, you're very approachable people. You all like to go out on Friday nights, hang out with your friends, have a drink. And so a large part of the accountant's role, if you want to maintain your clients, is also to be able to build a personalized relationship with your client, right? So that as they grow, they will bring you along, right? So the more their business grows, the more revenue they have, the more workload you get as well. Because technically, there is a finite amount of work that you can do as an accountant, given your time constraint. Therefore, you want to pick the kind of clients that appreciate you, value you, and also hopefully you like to work with them as well. Okay, so you need to personalize your approach and your advisory to each client as well. Okay, now today accounting is no longer a transaction, right? It's a personalized service. Okay, and also the modern accountant doesn't just help them with the taxes. They also help them to seize new opportunities because business is ever changing, and the only constant is change, right? So you need to be able to help them seize new opportunities. If you find that their business is not doing well, the profits are dropping, right? Or competition is becoming tighter, you need to say, hey, look, guys, or look, this is what's happening, right? From my other clients who are in the same industry, this is also happening. So it's an industry-wide problem. You can kind of give them a warning, right? So they will kind of appreciate it if you do that. Maybe we need to change, maybe we need to pivot, right? So that is also a part, I feel, that an accountant should be. Is your financial advisor. Okay. Now, the last part is that you need to help your clients forecast their future, which is also how to help them realize their dreams, whether their dreams are attainable, right? Great accountants often help their clients forecast the future. That is the skill that will pay you more, I guarantee you, than you doing taxes or you doing the P&L for them. If you can forecast for them, provide proactive financial insights, financial management, right, to kind of manage their finances in order to help them achieve their goals and their future, that's golden, right? So you need to assess where their business is now, where they would like it to be in the future, okay? And they will appreciate and treasure you even more, and they will always want you on their team, okay? Anyone has any questions so far? Okay. Feel free to ask anytime. Let's make this fun and interactive. It's okay. Just because I'm Singapore, I'm not stuck up. I'm not an accountant, by the way, just to let you guys know. I'm a like a business consultancy. And normally what I do is that when business owners want to expand their business, they look for me. Okay. Because I'm sure every business owner wants to expand their business. But sometimes we need to tell them maybe this is not the right time to expand because your rental is this high, your sales is like this, your profit margin is this low. If you expand, therefore you are kind of burning the candle at both ends, okay? And that is also something that you can tell them. Instead of opening a new branch, they need to fix the current problems that they have first, instead of having the same problem but now at 2 locations. That is also something critical because that will actually devastate the business. Okay. Now, I would like to share with you guys something about business expansion. Okay. Now, if your clients are looking to expand their business, they need money, right? And money actually comes in 2 forms: capital on one side and financing on the other side. Okay, two different types of money. Now, capital comes from investors, and banks and financial institutions provide the financing. Okay. Now, before you actually get the money from them, you must know what they want from you. Agree? So this is actually what they want from you, we talk about the investor side of things first. Okay. Now, three main criteria when it comes to investors that they want to see is number one, the valuation of the company. Number two is the scalability and sustainability of the company, and whether the exit plan / ROI or return on investment that is being provided or offered is decent, right? Now, relative to the bank side of things, the banks are more concerned actually about your profitability, number one, your ability to repay, number two. And if you don't have either of these two, the only thing you have left in return for the loan is collateral, right? Now, let me go into the determinants of these factors, okay? Let's talk about the investor side of things first, okay? Now, the valuation of company is like the valuation of your house, the price tag or the worth of your company. Now, there are very many ways to do the valuation, discounted cash flow and all that. But I just give you the simplest one first, right? Just for understanding's sake. For example, today, profit times your price earnings ratio equals to the valuation of your company, right? Now, the scalability and sustainability of your company is highly dependent on your business model. Let me give you guys an example, okay? Now, imagine you are a phone manufacturer. You manufacture phones, right? Now, if you give your phone to 10 different distributors to sell, do you agree that all 10 distributors will have different sales numbers for you? Some will sell 5, some will sell 10, some will sell 100, some will sell 1,000. Agree? Now, what I'm trying to say here is, therefore, it's not so important of the product that you sell is not that important as compared to the way you design your business to sell the product, right? And therefore, from your business model, we can then see whether it's scalable and sustainable. Sustainability in Philippines is quite easy to achieve because you guys have a very good population size, about 117, 118 million. So scalability is there. The sustainability is there, but scalable is a different question. And scalability is one of the most key factors that investors look for. Okay. Now, if you have a good business plan that is scalable and sustainable, then therefore you can do the 5-year financial projections and roadmap to determine the ROI and exit plan that you can offer to investors in return. Okay. Now, we go to the other side. We will talk about the banks and financial institutions now. They are looking for profitability. Profitability, okay, sorry, I need to say I made an error here. Profitability is very linked to your business model. The way you design your business to sell will determine your profitability, right? Your ability to repay is based on your past performance and your revenue, which is again linked to your profitability, which is then therefore linked back to your business model, right? Now, collateral, if you're not going to put up your house or your car as collateral, then the only thing you have left is the value of your business, which is your business valuation, or the value of your business assets. Okay. So now that we have seen what both parties want and the determinants to those factors, is it clear to you guys that the common denominator for both parties is actually the business model? So imagine this. You want to build a high-rise condominium, okay? But the foundation of the building is not strong. The most you guys can build is a 1-story or 2-story house, right? If you don't have a good foundation. Agree? Now, if your business doesn't have a strong business model, therefore, it can also be said that the highest you can go is a 1-story or 2-story business. So what I do is to help business owners fix their business model first. Okay, and I will show you why that is important. There are 3 types of business models. Okay, a traditional business model, a dominant business model, and a transient business model to help you go from traditional to dominant. Now, let me give you an example of the difference between a traditional business model and a dominant business model. Okay, I'm sure some of you are going to laugh at this, but I'm sure all of you know sari stores, right? Who don't know what a sari store is? If I know, you should know. Okay, now what is the business model of a sari store? Business model very simple. They buy from supplier $1, they sell to customer at $2, and they make $1, right? That is their business model. Now, you guys know 7-Eleven? 7-Eleven sells basically the same things as a sari store, correct? Now, do you guys think that 7-Eleven has the same business model as a sari store? Of course not. But the question now is, do you guys know what is the business model of 7-Eleven? Would you like me to tell you? Okay. Number one, 7-Eleven will charge the suppliers a listing fee, which means that the suppliers need to rent the shelf space to display the product. Number one. Number two, when you walk out of your hotel in Manila, you see 7-Eleven on your right and you see 7-Eleven on your left, correct? Very near to each other. Now, if you are a sari store owner, would you open two sari stores so near to each other? You won't. Then why does 7-Eleven do it? The reason is because 7-Eleven will charge the suppliers a delivery and transportation fee to deliver their products to their stores. So the more stores they have, the more they can charge. Number three, not done, huh? Number three, consignment terms, 60 to 90 days payment, which means that 7-Eleven is a cash flow positive business, number one. And number two, they have zero capital in inventory, unlike the sari store. Number four, they will charge you advertising and marketing fee to advertise your products. And number five, they do franchising. Now, let me ask you, each and every one of you, if you are an investor, who would you invest in? Sari or 7-Eleven? Right? Who wants sari? 7-Eleven. So this is what I'm trying to say. Same product, different business model. Okay? Now, this is what a dominant business model is like. Okay? My definition of a dominant business model is two or more business models from different industries fused and working together harmoniously. So you see, 7-Eleven, the front business model is a sari store. The behind business model, or what I like to call the invisible business model, is actually a logistics, advertising, and franchising company. You guys know McDonald's? Okay. McDonald's sell burgers, right? What is their invisible business model? I think some of you guys know. Yes. Some of you guys are saying property, right? Actually, they are a property developer, property management, and franchising company. Okay. Just to be clear, let me show you. Let me give you guys a quiz. Yeah, I wasn't planning on this, but let me show you McDonald's. Okay, imagine this is a busy street, right? This is location A, this is location B, and this is location C. This is a busy street. This is a normal street. This is a not so busy. This is a normal street. Would 7-Eleven, would McDonald's open at A B or C? So you guys can see. Sorry. Oh, where is it? Busy street, not so busy street, normal street. Right? They would choose actually C. The reason why they choose the lousier street is because they will buy out the whole street. They will put McDonald's in, and the people will come. They are brand powerhouse. They know where they go, the traffic will come. So they buy the whole street, put McDonald's in, they sell the other houses, they keep that one, they rent it to franchise. That is McDonald's invisible business model. You guys know KFC, right? KFC sells chicken, right? What is the invisible business model? The invisible business model is the supply chain management and franchising company. So I give you an example of KFC. Yeah? So imagine you are a chicken farm. Okay? KFC comes to you, say, hey, I want to buy chicken from you. You say, okay. Then KFC say, okay, very good, but I need your chickens to be of a certain standard. They must be this weight. I recommend you buy this feed, give this vitamin, have this injection, have this house, whatever, ventilation system. And everybody that they recommend to you is owned by them. So before you make money from KFC, they make money from you first. I have even more stories about individual business model. Apple, Huawei, all have. So every big company in the world has an invisible business model. That is what I'm trying to say. This is the key. As Warren Buffett said, a good business must have an economic moat, which makes it defensible and hard for competitors to penetrate. And he wants sharks in the water. By having a dominant business model of two different industries fused together, you create an economic moat. Okay? Now, the next thing is, therefore, if your client wants to have a dominant business model, then you need to tell them in advance, hey, there is two games in business you can play. If you want to play the dominant business game, if you want to have a dominant business model, then you must start playing a different game from the game that you have been playing. The two games in business is this. Oh, sorry, where did I press? The two games in business is this: the profit and loss game and the valuation and capital markets game. Two different games. Two different games. Okay? Let me explain to you how. Now, I give you this statement. A company must be profitable to be valuable. Yes or no? Give me a show of hands in the, you can raise your hand in the chat, right? What do you guys think? Who says yes and who says no? Yes, raise your hand. No, don't raise your hand. This is going to be fun. Okay. Because all of you are accountants, I expect all of you to say yes. Right? Okay, the answer is actually no. A company does not need to be profitable to be valuable. Let me give you examples. You all know about Grab, right? Grab Food, the taxi one and the food one, Grab app, right? You all know, right? I want you to guess the profit of Grab for the last few years. If you go in Google later, you will see Grab's profit last year is negative 40 over million. And every year before that has been negative more than 100 million. Grab has never been profitable. Go in Google. But the valuation of Grab, the worth, the net worth, the company worth is more than $13 billion. You know Shopee? Shopee's profit last year is negative 144 million US dollars. Negative. Shopee, again, never been profitable. But the valuation of Shopee is under C, S-E-A, Garena. Valuation of C is more than 25 billion US dollars. You guys know Pickup Coffee, right? Have you guys seen Pickup Coffee around? In Philippines, Pickup Coffee? Pickup Coffee's valuation is 130 million US dollars. They have 180 stores in the Philippines. They got $40 million investment last year from venture capital, and the 40 million came from Singapore. They opened a company in Singapore, just like how Jollibee has opened a corporate headquarters in Singapore, because they are opening the company in Singapore to get financing and to save tax. That is how the big boys play. They play the valuation game. They are not playing the profit and loss game. Okay. Now I explain to you why. Why investors are not concerned about your profitability / interest relative to they want to know whether you know how you as a founder, not you as an accountant, you as a founder who's asking for their money knows how to play the valuation game. Okay. Now, imagine the investor. He has two business proposals in front of him. Both are the same business, let's say. Business number one offers him 20% interest a year. Okay. Business number two tells him, okay, both business, the value is the same. Let's say it's 10 million pesos or 10 million US. Business number one says, hey, you give me 2 million, I pay you 20% a year. Business number two says, you give me 2 million, I sell you 20% company shares. But then the guy says, but I know how to increase the valuation of my company to $50 million. 2 years later, company number one will have paid the investor 40% returns. Business number two, if he managed to bring his valuation from 10 million to 50 million, what is 20% of 50 million? 20% of 50 million is $10 million, right? He invested 2 million to get 10 million. Which is better? 20% interest or 4 times return? You see the difference now? The difference in understanding the valuation game relative to the profit and loss game. Investors don't want to invest in people that need money to expand their traditional business model. Doesn't make sense. They are willing to put money for you to realize your dominant business model because they want to play the valuation game. If you only know how to play the profit and loss game, then better you just ask your business owner, go and borrow from the bank. Safer. Okay. So I hope that was clear, right? This statement is wrong. Now, for you guys who are interested later on, in case you need to leave, I give you the WhatsApp group that me and Coach Yin Yan is inside. Later on, we can talk more. You can scan this code first, right? But I will give you the code at the back. But in case you guys are leaving, you can scan this first, right? I'll give you about 10 seconds to do it, right? Then we'll continue on with the presentation. Okay? This is a WhatsApp group, right?
So maybe while waiting to scan or join the group, so very interesting topic. Some of the, if you see, can we answer some question? They are blown away by the logic of why valuation. It's very simple. That's why I also answer no.
Yes.
Right? You are more than valuable than profitable, because if you are valuable, you can earn more profit. Get my point?
Okay, there was one question that says how to spot the difference if the valuation is not overstated. Okay. I don't know whether it's a relevant question, but it's like this. If you as a business owner, you go and find investors, say, hey, my valuation is 10 million US. Then the investor will send their CFO or their financial audit team to check your assets, your liabilities, your debt, whatever. Then based on whatever accounting method that they want to use, then they say, no, your valuation is 5 million. Basically, when you approach an investor with a valuation in mind and say, okay, $10 million, I want $2 million, I sell you 20%. This is a very negotiation stage. There is no fixed value or no fixed valuation number that anyone can put a price tag upon. if you are not a listed company. It's still subject to negotiation. You want money, we discuss, right? But when you're talking about listed companies, you can see the share price is there, right? So people have to accept that price, right? Now, I'll give you another example of valuation. Okay, I forgot the guy's name, but you guys know the F1 driver, I think Alonso or whatever. He was. Can anyone help me? Anyone is a Formula One fan here? He moved from Mercedes to Ferrari. I don't know who lah. The most recent one. Ferrari paid him $100 million a year contract. He is the highest paid ever Ferrari driver, F1 driver, Formula One driver, right? And as a normal CEO, your thought will be, why the hell are you paying this guy $100 million a year? Right? That will be a normal CEO's mindset, right? Why are we paying this guy $100 million a year? But you know what actually happened when they did the $100 million? When they did the $100 million, his reputation rose to the top elite sportsmen in the world. They could charge more for endorsements. They could charge more for advertising, and their share price increased by 10%. You understand? This is how the big boys play the valuation. And the 10% increase is not a few hundred million. It's more than billions. 10% is billions already. So he spent 100 million to increase his share price by billions of dollars. Worth it? Worth it? You understand? So it's a whole different game. Whole different game. Okay? So I suppose you guys all scanned it. I'll move on. If you have any other questions, at the end of this session, we can have an open mic session. Let's have a chat. Okay? Now, here is the secret. Okay? The secret today of how you guys are going to increase your income and increase your worth, as in your time. Like say, if you charge $20 an hour, how to increase that. Okay? If your client can build a dominant business model, this is what you will do for them. Okay, valuation is subjective, can be higher, can be lower, relative to the industry that you are in. But if you use the very safe formula, valuation equals profit times P ratio, you won't go wrong. Okay, but this is what a dominant business model can do for a business. Now, then you guys look at I know all you guys, the eyeball, go to what, save 70 to 90% of tax. How to do that? Not the normal, not the Philippines way, 2 books, okay? Let me show you. The way is this. You open a company in Singapore. Just like what Jollibee have done, just like what Pickup Coffee have done, just like many other companies all around the world have done. This is what they do, okay? And the type of client that this is suited for is a client with annual revenue of about 200,000 US or more. Okay, and they want to dominate their market, and they want to save on taxes and protect their personal wealth on top of just some of those benefits. Okay, main criteria is 12 million pesos. Smaller, they don't get much benefits, and this is not for startups. Okay, I just need to be upfront. Now, let me show you the benefits of opening a company in Singapore. Coach Yin Yin is thinking of opening one as well. I think she will update you herself. But these are the other companies that have opened their corporate headquarters in Singapore. Okay, you recognize some of them. And the benefits are immense. The question is your client ready to take advantage? Let me go through the advantages with you. Number one is credibility and branding, right? You can sell your services at a premium, right? If you have a Singapore headquarters. Easier to attract and retain employees as well. Okay. Now, number two is you'll be able to get a Singapore bank account, which means that all your overseas suppliers, you will pay using your Singapore corporate account. You can even take the Singapore corporate card, go back to Philippines and spend. Then your online banking, Singapore online banking, you never need to travel to the bank to do TT again. Okay, it's not like a dinosaur. Everything on your phone, you want to TT, you just press your phone. Don't need to go back. How wonderful is that? And the best part is Singapore dollar is strong, right? Their money don't depreciate, right? So you can buy more stuff. Number 3 is that we will do some corporate structuring for you, such that in the event of a lawsuit, your liabilities and assets are separated. They sue the operational company that has no assets. Your assets are protected, no problem. Especially for bigger businesses that run factories, dental clinics, doctors. If the clinic that they are operating is owned by the business, someone sue them, that shop is gone. You need to know how to separate. That is also technically the job of an accountant, to tell them, hey, you need to protect your business assets that you have so painstakingly built, right? Number 4 is that Singapore is very easy to get financing, right? So normally our clients, they come in, they get the money from Singapore, they send it back to Philippines to use to expand Philippine operation. Now, bear in mind, your clients do not have to operate in Singapore. Do not. It's just a virtual office, corporate headquarters. Singapore company is only used for tax savings and what's it called? Tax savings and financing. Yes, to get financing from the banks, to get financing from investors. You take money from here to go back there. You do not operate here. Okay, Singapore rental will kill you. Don't do it. Number 5, huge corporate tax savings. Okay, for your first, actually the number is wrong. If your profit, net profit is 8 million pesos, the first 5 million pesos is tax free. Here again, 8 million profit, first 5 million pesos tax free. And Singapore and Philippines, the governments have something called a double tax avoidance treaty, which means that if you pay tax in Singapore, you legally don't have to pay tax in Philippines. So you save tax the legal way. Because if they want investors to invest in a business, there is no way investors are going to accept 2 books in the Philippines. No way. So you have 2 books, one in Philippines, one in Singapore, both real, but both clean. And the reason why you do this is because when you decrease your tax, what happens to your profit? You decrease tax, profit increase, right? When profit increase, what happens to valuation? Valuation increase. So you fix the root problem. Understand? We teach you how to fix the root problem, not the top problem. It's like your tree, the leaf is dropping, like, oh, you need to put insecticide on the leaf. No, fix the roots. The roots is the problem. Not enough nutrients, right? Number 6 is also that Singapore, you have a lot of access to investor capital, right? Of course, your valuation must be sound, scalable, sustainable, exit plan, ROI, standard. Okay, but Singapore has money. If your business plan is good, they will invest. Okay. Number 7, the most fun for you all. Singapore has no dividends tax. 0. Singapore has no capital gains tax. 0. So for your business owners who are paying dividend tax and paying capital gains tax, you look at this, right? You know how much money you can save them, right? You know, I don't know. Your clients, you're the clearest already. So imagine how much this information is worth to them and how much that increases your value to them. I'll give you examples. Imagine your client has a net profit of 10 million pesos before tax. Okay, and then he wants to pay the rest out to himself as dividends. On the Philippine side, first you pay 25% corporate tax, then you pay 25% dividend tax. Your 10 million, that's assuming you do it the clean way, the correct way. The 10 million is only left with 5.6. Now we talk to Singapore. Corporate tax, first how much tax free? At the end of the day, 6.9%. Your dividend, 0 tax. What you left with? 9.3. How much did you just save? You saved more than 3 million pesos for your clients. How much do you think they can charge? You can charge them to do this. And the reason why I reached out to Coach Yin Yan is because I am asking her to teach you guys how to do Singapore tax. Because if I do the Singapore tax for your clients, most of you will be worried I take your client away. I don't want to take your client away. I don't want to do tax. Okay? I want you guys to do the tax for them, but you do the Singapore tax for them and you do the Philippines tax for them so that your income increases. Your worth to them increases. Understand? I'm not a tax guy, I told you already. I can just tell you how to do the corporate structuring, how to save tax. But every day the recording, no, I cannot do it. Right? I can't even record my own weight every day. When I stand on the weighing scale, how fat I am. I don't even record that. Okay, don't expect me to do this. But you understand. Okay, so this one is the dividend tax and corporate tax. Let me show you the other one. If you are playing the valuation game, it involves capital gains tax, right? Because your shares are capital gains, right? Now, if you look at this, if you're selling your company shares, right? Philippines, you sell for 10 million, you need to pay 15% tax, capital gains tax, then you need to pay your documentary tax. Singapore, 10 million in your pocket. Now you understand why all the big companies that play the valuation game open company in Singapore. It's not to save tax. It's this, actually. But tax helps lah. Tax helps a bit. Okay. Now, the last one is this, is that the Singapore government is actually willing to fund companies anywhere from 2 to 4 million pesos. Again, I say, Singapore government, not me, Singapore government will fund companies anywhere from 2 to 4 million pesos, but specifically for overseas expansion. And the best part is no interest, no repayment. So I'll give you an example. If your client has a business in Philippines, okay, she opened a company in Singapore, then she write the proposal, or rather we write the proposal to the government, say, hey, we want to expand to Philippines, blah, 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 blah. We submit, they get approved. Then they say, we will expand back to Philippines. But you already have Philippines, huh? You see my point? So this extra money can be used to help your business owners expand. Isn't that lovely? Singapore has over 500 grants actually, by taking out the most effective one for overseas clients. Of course, when they're in Singapore, they want to take more grants, sure can, right? We're saying this one is the most fun one because it's specifically designed for overseas market expansion. Anna, it is, okay, actually it's 100,000 Sing lah, right? It's up to 100,000 Sing per country. So if your client come to Singapore, you want to expand to Vietnam, Philippines, Thailand, it's 100,000. You see the power of this? Imagine when you tell this to your client, what would they say? Right? 8 benefits. I hope that's enough. I don't know what more you want. Free money, save tax, dividends. Okay. Now, in case you guys don't believe me, I actually have gotten one of my clients to join in.
Yay.
Right? And
here?
you can talk to her
Tagalog.
yourself. Yeah. Let me Michelle, are you here? Michelle?
Hi, Miss Michelle.
I
think I saw her.
Yeah, she's under Alpha Enterprise.
The Alpha Enterprise.
Okay, so I need to do some plug for Michelle. Michelle.
Hello. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm driving, but I can talk. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Miss Michelle.
Yes, can you
Go
hear
ahead.
me? Hello, Miss. I actually heard a lot of things from you. I just came from Singapore I just
I
landed last
know.
night.
I know. I saw your
Yes, and I
picture.
saw your yeah, so Aaron is a very good partner. Actually, I have learned a lot from him. I've learned a lot about business with Aaron's wisdom. So yeah, that's actually, can I just say something about, are
Yeah,
you
sure.
allowing me to say something about
Okay.
Aaron's services? Okay, Aaron and I met with previously last year. I think that was around July,
June, July.
with another company. And
Mm.
then, can I, Aaron, excuse me, but would like to express it more in
Yeah,
Tagalog,
sure.
if that be
Tagalog.
Go
Go
okay with
ahead.
you. Okay. And yung mga Pilipino naman tayo. So
Yes.
nakilala ko si Aaron doon sa isang company na paalis na rin pala siya. So nakita ko yung pagiging business-minded ni Aaron. So sabi ko sa kanya, Aaron, sisingilin ako ng 1 million ng mga to without any assurance that I will be able to get the grant from the government. So they're asking me to like 1 million peso to give. Parang it sounds like scam. Ngayon nasabi ko sa kanya, why not join me na lang? Total kung 30% yung kailangan na ownership ng Singaporean, bakit hindi na lang tayo? Tapos I was serious about it. I didn't know na he thought about it. And then sabi niya, oh sige. Tapos alam mo, hindi siya nanghingi ng kahit ano sa akin. Hindi, until now, he's helping me. Wala siyang sinisingaw sa akin. But meron lang siya na kapag nakagrant ako, meron siyang certain percentage lang na hinihingi, which is, I think, being oriented sa sales, natural lang yon. That's very Filipino spirit naman na magbibigay ka doon sa nakatulong sa'yo, di ba? So, yun lang ang ano ko sa kanya. So, I was there, last week, nag-open kami ng bank account sa Maybank. And then, yun nga lang, talaga kailangan kong bumalik doon uli just to get the approval. Kaya ganun talaga, buti nga 3.5 hours lang eh. So, doon nabuo yung pangarap ko na aside from expanding in the Philippines, I'm going to Thailand and Cambodia next on the first week of March. Kasi may kakilala din siya doon that who could help me also open a chlorine business in Cambodia. So, sabi ko nga, if not because of Aaron, my dream will be just so small for the Philippine setup. But now, because of his wisdom and his and the Singaporean government ability to help SMEs, or in my case kasi medium enterprise naman kami, we still need their support. So sabi ko nga, nakakatuwa. So sabi ko nga sa kanya, after ma-approve ang grant ko, I'm very willing to testify sa mga Filipino people. Yun lang naman po. So at least basta hindi tayo hinihinga ng advance payment, we are safe. Di ba ma'am? Tama ba mga accountant? Kasi hindi po
Yes,
ako
Miss
accountant, negosyante
Michelle.
ako. Nakakatakot kasi kapag kahiningan ka ng advance eh. That sounds, sipin mo, 1 million naman. Saan naman, hindi simple ang 1 million sa Pilipinas. Ngayon siya, hindi niya ako hinihingan. Pero ang dami ko nang natutunan sa kanya. So yun lang naman po ang gusto kong i-share sa inyo. Actually, hindi naman niya ako inas eh. I insisted to him na i-share. Wala naman kaming ibang business ni Aaron. Actually, itong business niya on the other side, wala ako dito eh. Ako yung tinutulungan niya. So sabi ko, bakit walang mga ibang Pilipino? Kasi ako hindi ako madamot eh. Kung alam lang ng ibang Pilipino to, aasenso tayo, di ba? Okay, salamat.
Correct. Thank you, Miss Michelle. I'm looking forward to meet you
Sure.
soon.
Yes, you too. Salamat po.
Michelle,
Yes,
thank you so much
Aaron.
for that.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Sure.
Yes, let me show you some pictures of Michelle.
Yes.
So this is her in Singapore. You can see the same office, right? This is the company that she opened. I censored something, so you can see at the start, I actually had 100% shares. Then behind we transferred the shares to Michelle, 70%, 30%. But me and Michelle have a separate agreement behind that she can call back the 30% at any point in time, right? So actually the company is still 100% hers. You just need a Singaporean to be able to apply for the grant, right? The Singaporean must hold 30% for you to apply for the grant. So that's where I help, right? And this is us doing the business plan, right? Yeah, okay, enough for those. So anyway, this is my Facebook page. You guys can go and read. There's not many reviews, but all review 5-star, and because it's all real. Okay, so you can see some of the reviews that other people have give. And if any of you guys have business owners that are doing franchising, let me show you this next testimonial. Internet, the second one, you can see. Okay, I don't know if you guys know. You guys know about Frank Corp, right? Frank Corp is very famous for franchising, right? She paid Frank Corp 900,000 to give her a manual that was useless. It didn't help her at all. So she said that my 1 hour discussion with her was more helpful than to her than the franchising thing she paid, because I will teach you guys how to get the franchisees to be your investors and how to use them to increase your business valuation. The way that Frank Corp and most, I would say all, okay, I cannot say most, I would say most, I cannot say all, most, or rather all the franchising consultants that I have spoken to in the Philippines, because I pretend to be a client, right? They are doing franchising the wrong way. Okay? You are not able to sell your franchising business for a high valuation if you follow them. If any of you have business owners who are doing franchising, please ask them to speak to me first. It's just a chat, right? So that they understand. Whatever I've spoken to you just now, I will do it again. So that they understand valuation game, profit and loss game, what investors want, how to structure business model, right? Okay. So basically, yeah, that's it. So we are exceeded by 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I hope you guys are
No,
not.
it's okay. It's okay.
But
You have more question and I think it's super valuable. Pa-type naman guys ng valuable kung ang dami yung natutunan for tonight. I didn't expect I also got a lot of information. So now you know bakit favorite ko ba ang Singapore? Bakit alam niyo na? Favorite niyo na ba siya? So dahil dyan, maglalabas tayo ng courses. Gusto niyo ba yun? Yan tayo eh. Favorite niyo na, di ba? Kinalimutan niyo na agad yung mga AU tsaka ano niyo, kayo talaga napakabalimbing niyo. But anyway, yeah, just follow Aaron on LinkedIn. Doon kami nagkakilala. Basta binati niyo lang, alam mo yung pinagdudugtong talaga kami ng mga tadhana. Isa talaga sa Singapore sa dream. Ano ko talaga, ever. Basta, kung pwede nga lang pumunta ako linggo-linggo doon, gagawin ko, kakain na akong laksa. Yun. So, napakagaling lang ng pagkaka-connect. It's a God talaga. Willing na talaga magkakilala. And then, yan, i-follow niyo siya sa LinkedIn and scan dun sa group for more tips about CFO. For sure naman sa diniscuss na earlier, you have gained a lot of value on how to do the valuation and profitable business, right?
Yes. Okay, so one more
Yeah.
thing I want to say for you guys, forgot to mention this just now, is that if you guys recommend your clients to me and they do take our package, whatever package they take, it doesn't matter. There is actually a 10% commission referral for you for whatever they buy. Okay, and I will also make them pay for your class, your accounting class, to learn how to do Singapore tax with Coach Yin Yen. Okay, the class is $500, but when your clients engage, we will ask them, or rather I will include it in the package, that to pay Coach Yin Yen to teach you for free, so you all upgrade your skills. Because you know, Singapore actually, like I know some of you actually do accounting for Australia, right? Singapore tax is easier than Australia, it's easier than Philippines, I guarantee you. Okay, so this is what we're trying to do to also help you upgrade your skills and upgrade you to become a CFO. Okay, your clients will make them pay for you. Don't worry. Okay, so yeah, so join the Telegram, join the WhatsApp group. We'll give you guys more information there, right? If you guys say, oh, you know, my client wants to speak to you, or can I arrange my client to speak to you? Yeah, sure, no problem. Go into the WhatsApp group. We can have a further discussion there. But right now, if you guys have any other questions to ask, please feel free. If else, I will hand it over to Coach Yin Yen.
Right, thank you so much. But before we have picture muna, hirap mag-English. Picture. So ito share ko lang. So medyo sabog-sabog si Miss Yan. I was able to be invited on Seamless Asia. I thought it was a invitation for October event. So I signed up. And then for some reason, I cannot attend kasi last minute pinapatawag ako punta ako Singapore. Hindi talaga ako nakaplano pumunta ng Singapore. Wala talaga sa inagap ko. And then, sabi ko, daanan mo naman yung booth ng Taso Isol. And then, there you go. Siya yung representative ko. And Miss Marilyn, yung isa rin nag-guest natin last time, Miss Marilyn, yung Leaders Bay Accountant. So, those people are coming from LinkedIn. Imagine, Miss Marilyn and Aaron is coming from LinkedIn and now supporting kapag walang pumunta doon sa booth ng Tasway, so nandun siya as a startup company. And then, they have networking event doon, so they do also business there and introduce Tasway. So that's the power of LinkedIn, and you just have to be genuinely connected. And Aaron, me myself, is super hands-on. We're always chatting on WhatsApp. Sometimes I'm too busy. I was not able to answer him, but he's so patient with me. Let's have a webinar with your group and teach the Singapore bookkeeping and taxation. Yan. So I hope you follow Aaron on LinkedIn. And one more thing, I have to give this. Hold on. Aaron, can I share my screen?
Yeah, okay, let me stop. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
I would like you to give the certificate of appreciation. This certificate is presented with heartfelt gratitude to Aaron Yeo in recognition of your outstanding contribution as the speaker of the webinar. Boost
you
your
so much.
income, increase your clients' profit, plus aid their expansion and make them love you more. Your presentation provided invaluable guidance on how to enhance income, optimize client profits, and foster client satisfaction. All crucial elements in our journey to freelancing. Your expertise and passion have undoubtedly inspired our audience to embark on their freelance endeavors with confidence and determination. Thank you for your outstanding contribution for the professional development of our community. We are sincerely grateful for your time, effort, and commitment to excellence. In behalf of accounting people represented on this date, 22nd of February 2024 via Zoom, in behalf of Accounting People, I'm Ms. Marian Villabonete, CEO of TaskWise and founder of Accounting Peoples and Elite. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Ayan.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, we have a 76 and 76. So may ayuda kayo sa akin. Since we're talking about projection, I'm giving you a copy of 12 months projection for free. All right, but before that, let's have a picture. And please tag Aaron on social media and follow his page. And then, so WhatsApp, if you have questions regarding how to become a CFO. Di ba naghahanap kayo niyan? So, ayan na siya. Answered prayer na siya. Okay, let's have a picture. Anyone who would volunteer to take us a picture? Hirap na ako mag-English. Pagod na ako. Game. Picture!
Michelle, on your camera, Michelle.
Michelle, you're driving, Michelle. Michelle, where are you located? From ano ka po? Sa
Hello,
Pilipinas.
nasa ano kaming, where I'm from Cabuyao, Laguna, and
Lapit
I'm
mo lang.
driving. Did you see me? I don't think, no.
Ano po?
Okay, let's go.
Ayan.
It's so,
Hi, ayan.
I'm still driving, so yes, I can open my,
It's okay.
Ayan. Thank you, Miss Michelle. Taga Santo Tomas lang ako. Daan na kita bukas na umaga. Ha?
talaga.
Sound
Actually,
point,
parang nasa
baka taga
Santo
sound
Tomas
point
na
ka
ako.
pa. Ay, taga. Kita tayo sa SM. Bukas pa siya. Anyway, let's have
Okay.
a picture. Sino ga? Be, wala akong camera. Anyone, guys? Wala. Tawa lang ako, Be.
Tawa lang kayo dyan, tawa lang.
Sige, while naka-smile, pasulat naman ang inyong mga takeaways. Grabe, no? Ang dami natin natutunan about how to become a CFO. Actually, that pitch, hingi natin yung PowerPoint. Ang ganda nung tinuro niya about profit ratio. I-pitch niyo yun sa client, i-hire kayo. Tama, MA? Ganda no, no? Tawa lang ako. Malakas daw.
Okay na.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aaron. And I'll send you the
Thank
copy
you.
of the... Ano yun, wala na ako, buffering na ako. The certificate.
Ken, no
buffering.
problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Aaron. And
No
from those
problem.
who's watching, hold on. At ito na yung link yun ng course. 12 months. Okay, pakikita ko sa inyo para maingit yung nasa audience. Sabi ko naman sa'yo, papasok kayo sa sa Zoom ginugulat ko kayo Sa 12 months financial projection, so I'll give this one for free. But nagamit ko to sa isang client sa e-commerce. So there's advertising, cash flow, balance sheet, income statement. So all you have to do is get the information sa client. Kasi projection is kailangan per department ito. Hindi nyo ito gagawin mag-isa. It's a combined effort from each department, from the CEO, from sales, from operation, from the HR, plus the accounting will plot these projections. And you can use this projection versus, pwede din naman budget versus actual, and you can do the variance analysis. So yan, mga trabaho yan ng mga higher management, CFO level na yan. So, but I'll give this one for free.
Yay!
Okay? Yes. All done. I-link lang po ito ha, tapos get your copy. Only those who attend. Because I believe those who attend gives value sa time nila. It's super valuable. Imagine 1 hour of their time in-spend nila for listening to our webinar. O, kunin nyo na, Be, bago magbago isip ko. Ronald, tawa ng tawa. Gusto na mag-usawa nito. Hi, Ronald. Thank you, Aaron. I'm looking forward to see you soon.
Yeah, see you in Singapore, and I'll see everyone in the group chat.
See you,
Thank
Aaron.
you so much. Appreciate it. Have a
I'll
good
let
night,
them copy
everyone.
yan. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye-bye, Aaron. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright,
Bye, Aaron.
Hey, bye, Michelle. See you. See you
Thank
again.
you.
Bye,
Bye.
Michelle.
See you
See you soon,
again.
Michelle. Bye-bye.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks, everyone.